Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. These are the men that taught us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. The name of this video, I'm going to entitle it, True Happiness Comes from Wisdom and Righteousness. And the reason I'm going into this, first I want to give credit to where I got the idea, which sparked me to do this lesson, was from the main camp up in New York. The name of the page is GMS Main Camp, I believe. GMS Main Camp, and I believe it was the Elder Yaiqua. If I stand correct, you know, and I know the other brothers' faces. I'm bad with names, okay. But anyway, I got the idea to do this lesson from the main camp up in New York, okay. And they had made a statement while they was out on the highways and byways teaching that true happiness comes from righteousness and not. I'm not sure if they said riches, but I know they had made the statement. I don't know if this was 2 weeks ago, maybe, because it's been on my spirit to go into this for a little while now. But anyway, I just want to give credit where credit is due. That's why I got the idea to do this lesson. Like I said, I don't know if they said true happiness comes from righteousness and not riches, but they did say true happiness comes from righteousness, and that's true according to the scriptures. All right. I have some scriptures I'm gonna go into, and I want to make some points. So before I hit the scriptures, I want to say that, you know, here in Babylon the Great, which is America, according to the Bible, the energy that's pushed over all the people, okay. And I really want to focus on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, who are the Israelites according to this Bible. But really everybody here in America, the energy that is pushed is that if you want to be happy, you have to have wealth. You have to be rich, or you have to be well off financially. OK, and that's not true. OK. And the proof is if you look at the people that do have wealth in this in this God-forsaken country, okay, they're not that have money, okay, they're not happy. They might be putting on this front as if they're enjoying life, but behind the scenes they're miserable, because you really gotta sell out in some shape, fashion, or form in order for you to maintain to be wealthy or rich. Now you can make money, you know, you can make money in this kingdom, okay, and without selling out, so to speak, without selling your soul, without bending over, or, you know, doing some type of wickedness to where you're gonna have to give up your integrity, which is going to cause you to sell your soul. OK, but it's not going to promise you happiness. OK, because I'll give you an example, like this guy, Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett got millions of dollars. And with $1 million, you can do pretty much anything you want to do here in the world. But he don't have his woman. She left him and took took a lump sum of his money. You think that make him happy? With all the millions, I guarantee you he's thinking about that woman that he loved, that he took care of and spent all that money on and time on. Okay? Another example is Magic Johnson. Yeah, he got big money, but look at his child, his son. I don't know how many kids he got, but one of his sons is a flaming homosexual. Do you think deep down inside that Magic Johnson is happy that his son is like that? No, it's most likely it's eating him up. Okay. And, according to the law, because really the way you be righteous is by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. And if you really, when you look at the law as a whole, and I'm really talking about really the whole Bible, but the first 5 books of Moses and really the whole scriptures, the law, when it's instituted and it's being, if this law was instituted, people in this so-called country would be happy. Okay, because the law is fair, it's just. You can go to the law and get justice. Okay, the law tells that a woman has to be in order. She's supposed to be a helpmate. She's supposed to be a pillar of rest in her proper order. Your kids raised up with discipline are supposed to make you happy. It tells you that in I believe it's Sirach, the 25th chapter. Let me check that real quick. Make sure I'm correct on that. Right. Yeah. Sirach, I'll read it real quick. This Sirach 25:7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy with of his children, and he that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies. But I want to focus on the part that says, would the number one thing that make a man happy is to have joy with his sons and his daughters. Okay. But if they're out of order, if they're wicked, if they're, really what you got here in America, the product of what you see, these young kids, who would be happy with that? Okay. And you got a lot of people, you got a lot of our people, and damn near all of them that done made it, that are so-called successful. Do you think their children are in order according to this law? No, the men that have daughters, guarantee they worry because she out there being a hoe. Or it's just a good possibility that she can end up being a slut. Okay, your woman, you got to worry about your woman. The men, the women are stepping out on them. And a woman deep down inside, they feel guilty about sleeping with all these men, but they under this demonic spell that tell them it's okay. Deep down inside, they know that it's wrong that they didn't slept with all these different men. Okay? So, read that. Let me go to, from there, I would like to go to Psalms 119 and 111. Psalms chapter 119, verse 111. And it reads, thy testimonies have I taken as a heritage forever. The testimonies is these scriptures, okay? This Bible. It says, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. And that heart right there, I'm sure it go back to the Hebrew word log, which means mind. So you have you rejoice in your mind through the wisdom, the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. And I'll give a testimony about myself, and I'm sure the apostles, the elders, and all the sincere men around the world that are teaching this word take great get happiness from these scriptures. Okay, we rejoice in it. Makes us feel good. It makes me feel good to rehearse the righteous acts. It makes me feel good to understand these scriptures. We don't care about money. Okay, now I will say this: the law, in the law, it tells you basically how to make money and how to be successful. Okay, how to start up a business. Okay, it gives you the guidelines on what you do to succeed and making money. But we just understand that this is not the time, on this side in these last days to be worried about wealth and money, because we have that to come in the kingdom. Okay. And really in the kingdom, what's really going to make us happy. Yeah, we're going to enjoy the wealth. We're going to enjoy our glory to woman. But the main thing that is we're going to rejoice in, and, I can only imagine, it's going to be a beautiful thing, is that we're going to be made right, completely righteous, and we won't break the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai ever again, So let me read that again. It says, thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. Okay, from there I'd like to go to Psalms, and pretty much I'm going to just stay in Psalms 119. Psalms 119 verse 127, and it reads this: therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. And that's how we feel, the ones that hope to of the hopeful elect. Okay, we love the commandments of the Heavenly Father. Going out on the highways and byways and teaching and doing these lessons is a commandment. Okay, it's a commandment for us to be on fire and teach. I just wanted to throw that out there, because that's definitely part of the commandments. And it's more valuable to us than gold, than any type of wealth. Okay, that's where you get your happiness from, through doing the right thing, through dwelling in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what the scriptures are really talking about. It makes you feel good to know what's going to happen in the future. It makes you feel good to know your history. Know why we're in these conditions, terrible conditions that we're in. Okay? That's why Jake is bugged out in the entertainment world, in the professional sports world, and even the ones that are not on that level, but they make, some pretty good money. They're catching hell in their spirit, in their mind, is because they're trying to fill a void through money and riches. Look, man, if you got riches and your woman is all out of order, your kids is out of order, you getting taxed out the ass by the so-called white man, homosexuals is all around, lesbianism is running rampant, okay? Just to name a few things, then you're not going to be happy, man. You're just not going to be happy. We read that again. This is Psalms 119, verse 127. It says, therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yeah, above fine gold. And from there, go to Psalms 119, verse 72. Yeah, verse 72. And it reads, the law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. And we testify to that. But the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2/3 of you here in America, you delight in wickedness. You take joy in wickedness. Let me bring that out real quick. Deep down inside, though, you feel, because y'all all about the flesh, y'all not about the spirit. Okay, you're about pleasing the lust of your flesh. You're not about your nourishing up your spirit. Okay? And I'll say this, when all hell break loose and when the Most High declare that what we've been teaching over here, really just starting with the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, okay, on down through the ranks around the world, what have been being taught is the truth. Our people are going to be ashamed and feel guilty, but it's going to be too late for you to get right. Now Now this is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 12. It says, well, I'll start at verse 11. It says, for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. Okay. But see, we believe the truth and we take pleasure in it. It eases us. It gives us rest. Really, we rejoice in this. Go out on the highways and byways and teach. It feels good. After you get done and you put your lesson up, you should feel good. Happy. You know? Ultimately, when we are perfect in the kingdom, we're really going to get to enjoy happiness as a nation of people, man. It says, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So our people, 2/3 of you take pleasure. It makes you happy to be wicked, to go against the law, to commit adultery. But then when adultery get committed against a man, he ready to kill somebody. But he all the while he's into committing adultery. You know? So that was it. I got one more scripture and I'm gonna end this lesson on that. This is Proverbs. And I could have found more scriptures to bring out, but I believe the point has been made. With Psalms 119, probably one of the most beautiful chapters in the book of Psalms. But this is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. It reads, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, but a nigga is not going to be happy with the wisdom of this Bible. Okay? He's going to be happy with the wisdom of this world. Okay, the wisdom of really the wickedness, you know, which really is not wisdom. I read that again. It says, this is Proverbs 3 and 13. It says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom and the man that getteth understanding. Okay, so wisdom and you get the knowledge of what these, because a lot of people got the wisdom of the Bible, but they don't have the understanding of it. Okay. So true happiness comes from righteousness and wisdom of these scriptures, not from wealth and being rich. Okay. And all you gotta do is look at the world, man. You know what you see. These people are miserable, man. The ones that got money, they die in misery, especially our people. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I would like to once again give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us his truth through the Spirit, and peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom.